Good morning. How are you guys? Happy Monday. I was about to say Sunday. Good morning. I'm writing down my to-do list because I keep saying it and then I'm like I'm forgetting something. Good morning. There we go. There's the word. Okay. All right. Good morning. Good morning, guys. I'm writing down my list so I could check it twice. Um I'm like there's a lot to do. And you guys have a lot coming out this week. I was just thinking, you guys have Aura Rosa's bag comes out sometime this week. I can't give you the exact date. If you follow Aura Rosa's um Facebook group, she'll announce when it comes out. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, she already put out what you would need hardware wise, and the bag comes out and it's really really nice, and I took pictures with it yesterday. Some of the pictures were good, some of them were just like hilariously bad. Like I'm going to do a blooper reel of all the wrong things that I've done wrong when I'm the model and not the person behind the camera, because my eyes are really expressive, and like what happens is, if when Kendall takes pictures or my kids and they say something off the wall, I don't know how to contain my facial expressions. This is why I can never I've always wanted it to be like a DJ, a disc jockey, but I knew as soon as like they started doing like content where like the DJs are now having like cameras inside. So not only are you hearing them on the radio, but you can watch them on YouTube. I knew I could never do this because my facial expression, if they were to say a certain like creator, and if I didn't like the creator and you could tell, I would get fired immediately because I don't have a poker face. Like, I don't have one. I try so hard to have a poker face, but it's just legitimately not something I can have. Um, oh yeah. Uh yes, it's Wednesday-ish. What designers do is they usually have an end date for when everybody's supposed to turn in their photography, notes, comments, or anything on a bag. Sometimes there's always a few stragglers, and it could be for anything. Someone could be sick, someone could be out of country, or there was an emergency, and they have really important notes, and the designer really wants to get their intel because it might be something really might be really important. And then there's also people like me, the videographers. So there might be a couple of videographers, or a lot of videographers, or one videographer. And if a person is behind because there's just life happens and they haven't filmed the video, that can be something that stops the Wednesday, right? But also it could be something out of their control. Like they've been trying to put this up on Netflix, YouTube for like a day, and for some odd reason it won't upload. I have had videos where there are 2-hour videos and they uploaded in 15 minutes. I'm like, huzzah, and I'm like doing an air high five. I've had uploads where literally, it is taking me 8 hours to upload it to YouTube, and every time I walk away and like the screen times out, it like pauses and freaks out. And I have pretty powerful tablets and computers. Um, it's just YouTube's platform, and like you have to make sure you do all like, dot all your I's and cross all your T's. You have to like make sure that you have the most updated YouTube like app. Like there's a lot of things you have to do for prep. So if that's it, then it is what it is. I finished my video on the 3rd, so that is already done. I just didn't do any photos until yesterday, and I thought it was really important because the size of this bag, I seen that in the tester group there were some people that took pictures and they were like either really dainty or petite sizes, or they were average size. I'm fluffy, so I know there are just a range of different sizes. So I just wanted someone that if they were, plus size, they could see, okay, well, I could wear this bag and this is what it looks like too. Or if somebody was making it for a plus size person, that they can say, oh, okay, well, this is what it looks like on them too. It's actually really quite flattering on us. Um, I low key want to keep the Star Wars one I made for myself. So, um, not only because it's Star Wars, but because this print, I don't think it's I don't know if Notorious makes this print, because Notorious is notoriously known for making new Star Wars prints every May the 4th. So it's like the same design, but different backgrounds. If you go through all her Star Wars prints, then you get to know if you're like, you know, what it is. Good morning. So, yeah, I've had my hair straightened before for a couple of things, but people just sometimes don't notice. When Kathy came out with As You Wish, with the As You Wish box, I had my hair straightened there, but it was purple, so I don't think a lot of people noticed. It was really long in that one too. It's very rare when I do it. Usually I cut my hair usually curly because that's how I wear my hair 99.9% of the time. But once in a while, I like to straighten my hair to make sure if I have any split ends in my crown area or whatever, and so I can really get in and like cut my hair. And that's exactly what I did. I straightened my hair, I cut my hair, and then I roller set it at night. I don't like too much heat, so yeah. So that's what I usually do. So, and then yeah, every now and again. And if you are a curly hair person or a person of color, you know it's silk press and roller set season, because you really can't wear your hair straight during the summer because humidity. So this is the season where you can wear your hair straight. So it's silk press season. So, but I don't have a hairstylist here, so I just do a roller set for myself and call it a day. Sit underneath the dryer, listen to something, and then doze off, and then your husband is staring at you while you're sitting crisscross applesauce on the floor with a hooded dryer over your head, and he's just staring at you. When you look up, you're terrified because you're like, how long have you been watching me? And did I do something weird? And normally I'm really good because, when you have kids, like a kid popping out of nowhere, you'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I see you there. Why are you in the bathroom? Why are you trying to mix something? Why are you playing with toothpaste on the bathroom floor?" We're good at that because that's what moms do. We notice little kids doing messed up things. But I'm sitting here, I'm watching like this cop. I have like the headphones on. I'm watching like these two sisters get into a fight, and it goes wrong, and the cops have to like arrest one sister, and it was over one of the sister's boyfriend. I'm like, oh, she's going home with the other boyfriend. I'm like, this is a messed up sister dynamic, right? I'm watching this. I'm like fully vested in it. I have rollers in my head. I have like this net to keep all the rollers in, and I can't hear anything. And all I hear is 1,000 watts of like, and he is laying across the bed like the freaking Cheshire cat watching me. When I look up, I'm like, oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, how long have you been there? And he was like, "Oh, I was just seeing what you were doing." No. Yeah, my husband's black. Yes. I am half black. So, yes. Yeah, don't do that. That's weird. I'm what if I had like, well, he doesn't care if I have a face mask on. He seen me do like face mask, hand mask, and I'll be like, "Look, I have hand mask on. I need you to scratch my hair because my head is itchy." And he'll be like, "Okay." But it was just weird because I still don't know how long he was there because I was watching like a 30-minute video, and I was so invested in this. I was like, have you ever been like me and my son? We like to watch like cops, like when they like pull over like fast chases, or like they stop fights, or they're doing like OWIs, or they're pulling people out of bars. I don't know why me and my son watch these things. It's like our bonding moment. And I was going to text my son like, "Hey, you need to watch this one because it's two sisters." And And the thing is they're wearing the exact same outfit, except one is a blonde and one is like a ginger. And I'm like, that's the only way you could tell them apart. They both have green eyes. They both like they both have like these. They're both really pale and they have freckles. I only could tell them apart because of their hair, and they both have the same hairstyle. They both are wearing like this black tank top that's like one strap and not on the other. And I was like, "What the hell are they fighting over?" And then they have this dog that somehow needs water. He's panting the whole time. He's like this golden retriever, and his name is Zeus, and he's like chilling. Zeus, the police officers are not even scared of Zeus because like you go Zeus sit, he sits. But he's panting the whole time. I'm like, I want to go through the YouTube and give this dude a bowl of water. He's clearly thirsty. So, yeah. And he just pops out of nowhere. So, thanks. I don't do straight hair very often. I love my curls and yeah. But yeah. So, yeah, you guys have Aura Rosa. Aura Rosa's video should be dropping sometime this week. It may be Wednesday, it may be sometime this week. I don't know. And hopefully everyone seems like they got everything together. I got to tell you, everyone's bags are on par. I think you're going to love this. This is a style bag that she has not put in her collection before. And when you're like, okay, Shiva, you said this before, but I was right about the willow woven. You were like, wait a minute. She has nothing like this. And this style of bag, she has nothing like before. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you so much. So this style bag, she has like nothing like before. And it's roomy, it's spacious. Even her inside pockets are completely different. Um, I really liked it. And I think you can do it with like fashion or geeky fabric like Star Wars. And I made a grown up one where it is all jet black. It has Lauren's black and white rose waterproof canvas in the inside. And I use rose gold hardware. That's the one that I filmed with, and that's the one you're going to see. Um, so I think you're gonna really like that. And then you also this week, me and Kathy K Dill Handmade, we're gonna go live on Wednesday. I will tomorrow I'll come back with the time for you guys where we're going to be making Jolie Lee's perfect my favorite wristlet. It is my favorite. We're going to be doing it in two different ways. So we both have different modifications. So it's going to be the pattern pieces for mine are going to be exactly the same. I'm just going to add some like credit card slots. I might do something a little bit different, but I'll give you information on how like what I add differently and give you dimensions of what I use. So that way if you want to incorporate it in yours, you can do so for the credit card slots. If I use credit card slots, and then Kathy is going to be doing some interesting applique. When she showed it to me, she showed me it to the video, and I've seen it before on quilts and I've seen it on t-shirts, but she's going to be using it on wristlets. I'm excited. And Kathy's actually excited for me to show how I understitch. So no, it's called a pimple, but it's cool. um, that is the trolls, man. I don't know. Like, I feel like people wake up in the morning and it's like, look at on Nova's show. Like, and the thing is that I read, like, when things come across, I can not read. It's like really hard for me not to read. So the she's doing like this thing I've only seen on quilts and t-shirts. And I'm going to be doing like the understitching, which a lot of you guys said that you wanted to see a tutorial. Well, that's going to be your tutorial where you're going to see how I do it. And it was funny because I was telling her, I'm like, I got to figure out my camera situation on tomorrow, because I'm either going to try to do two cameras, one where you can see like at a slant and one where you can see directly underneath my hands, because anytime I've ever done a live, I don't get to see, we're not seeing your face. We're only interacting with your hands. Or if I have it where it's a slant where you can see me and the machine, then the people are like, we're not seeing exactly the machine, and I'm like, I cannot win for nothing. like I try, I feel like that's my Achilles. Like I can't win for anything. So I'm trying to work out different angles so that way it can appease more people, because what I generally like to do is just have one camera angle, because it's easier to navigate when you're sewing and talking instead of trying to click back and forth when you're talking to somebody else on a dual screen. Because if you accidentally are like in a gross conversation and you're like hovering over just like the sewing machine part and you're not paying attention, someone might be missing out on you turning the bag or whatever. So I'm trying to figure that out. And it was interesting enough, I had that conversation with Kathy as well. Um, so we're going to be having that on Wednesday. And then today I'm going to be in Patreon. We're going to go over the modifications for the Date Night Dina and Deanna, the Date Night Deanna. And we're also going to be, I'm going to be showing them Avon. It's just Nova backwards. So I have 3 versions. I have cotton faux fur, and vinyl. I wanted to make one real quick before the noon time in waterproof canvas so I could show them all 3 and give them different like stabilization, but it is the best scrap buster I've had so far. So I'm really excited about that. And yeah. And then I'm trying to do I need to record something, because you guys, on the 10th is when people are able to purchase the Woven Willow class from So Whatever Studio. And I'm really, really excited about that. I'm nervous and excited. Good morning. I'm nervous because it is going to be a very fun class, because I want everyone to lay back, but I'm nervous because it's a 3-day class. I've never done a 3-day class with Lauren, but I feel like the breaking it down where we're one day is just like, the prepping. That is to me the most important part of Alexis's patterns is the prep work. I don't think anyone goes into detail with prepping like she does. I think Maggie 55 does, and that's one of the things that I love about Maggie 55's pattern. It like is the prep work is everything. Um uh you'll be there. Good morning. And I mean, I don't the trolls are weird. And everybody, okay, so you know what's funny, because people watch this at a later time and they'll be like, your eyebrow went up and we don't know why, because Frank Cafe 6120 asked, did anyone in Ireland use Irish Spring soap? I mean, some history behind that. There's lore, so definitely research. The internet is at your disposal. I'm just saying. Like, there's I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Um, I'm from everywhere, but I was born and raised in California. But if you're asking what nationality I am, I'm Black and Hispanic. Let's see. Yeah, there's weird. Like it's weird. Like I don't know. Like I want like I want to do like a day in a life of the troll. Like just like like as a spoof. Do I wake up each morning? Do I drink troll juice? How do I pick who I'm going to troll? Do I just go on random lives? Like how do I pick who I'm going to troll? And like do I have a separate account for my trolling? I have so many questions. There's like a lot of questions I have about trolling, and I would like to do a day in a life. Like, you know how they have like when you become your boss, or like your boss becomes like a lower position just to see how you work. I would love to become a troll for just one day. Just one day. Just one day just to see. Is it like a telemarketing thing? Like, do you walk into a building and they're like, okay, you're to troll Shanova today. Are you gonna troll this person today? Right? And I need you, to become undercover troll. I need you to hit these demographics today. You have to do fat shaming. You have to talk about pimples. Talk about her freckles today. Like it's just a day in the life of a troll. I feels like somebody would win an Oscar for that. Like and then you have like trolls, real life trolls with like voice blocking and blurring of their face. Like I don't really want to be a troll, but I get paid X amount. Never mind. Anyways, it's like so yeah, yeah, so Avon. Yeah, I'm stuck on the name Avon. That we have that's coming up this Friday as well. So we have like a lot of fun stuff that's coming up and I'm pretty excited. But we have the Sally tomato. I was looking for a box for a cool 5 minutes and it's underneath the papers today. I do like this, but I feel like the bird seen something that it didn't want to see. Like it's like scared. Like what the like I don't know. After I see this face, I was like, is the pattern that good? Like he was like, once you see this, you're not gonna like any other pattern. Like this is the best pattern you've ever seen. I don't know. Let's see. This is a brand new design that will be one you will always reach for. With versatile style, you can make it with sophisticated or you can make it casual. Just make it yours. We do love to see your creations. Use hashtag Sally Tomato Advent Box on social media. This bird though, like when I seen it, I was like, is it that good? I gotta say again, I know this sounds like you're being a little bit of I'm being a Grinch, but I absolutely love the fact when we get patterns in here because it's like they don't come out with like Sally Tomato won't come out with the patterns for like a whole year. So like anytime you make it, someone's like, "Where's this pattern?" And Sally Tomato's like admin team is like, "Oh, maybe later on this year we'll have it," and everybody's like, "Why can't we get it?" Oh, this is nice. All right. Delana? Del Delun Delun is that U or A? Hold on. Deluna? Cursive. This is I know the poor bird. Holy, this is nice. Wait, look. It's a messenger bag. Look at how nice that is. So, okay, here's your front flap. I love this detail. Okay, so the print, at first, the print, I was like, okay. Everyone has different prints. I always feel like for bags, I always like how Sarah Lawson does bags. Sarah Lawson does a big print so that it's like not little, like there's not little focal points where you're doing this. Or I think you should do solid. Hear me out. Because then people can use their imagination and use whatever print they want. When you do a print like this, you're like so busy looking at the print that you don't look at the bag. But look at that. So you have a nice pocket right here. You have a zipper pocket here. Look at the nice berth. And then that's nice. Okay, let's get some measurements on there. All right, so they out of novice, out of expert, they have a scale from 1 to 5. They rate this a 3. Okay, it's 11.5 inches wide, 10.5 inches high, and 2.5 inches deep. This is a nice size bag. I mean, I could think it could fit most tablets, and they have their book, the Cork fabric book, which is a pretty nice size book going inside of it. Let's see. I'm trying to see what it doesn't acquire a whole lot of hardware. That's nice. I do like the faux ostrich leather though. It took me, I have a thing with texture. Sometimes I won't look at it. I don't know why. It takes me a minute to react to it. Okay. Yeah, they should have some. And if you do get it, use my my code, please. It's a small disc kickback to me. If you're gonna get it, just it helps channel. I like this. This is really nice. Confidently created. I wonder who designed it. One thing I like about Sally Tomato a lot, and I don't think a lot of people talk about it, is Jess designs a lot of patterns, right? But Jess's mom works with her dad, and she has family and friends. So sometimes her family and her friends, or her mom, or one of the other people design a pattern, and she is like, "Yeah, so and so designed this pattern," and then they'll go on and talk about it. And that there's something about that that is so nice, so refreshing because it's like she's there to help with like, okay, now I'll help you write the pattern, but you designed this bag. And I just think that is the coolest thing because sometimes I think that everybody's what runs dry every now and again, right? Just because our creativity just comes and goes in waves for anything, depression, sadness, or just life happening, lifing. And I love the fact that they have other people in their like in their place, and they'll be like, hey, so and so, the camera person made this bag. They were looking for a camera bag, and they made this bag, and I helped write it. And I'm like, this is so cool. Not only does it show that there's not a big ego in that whole facility, but they just shows how like they all work well together, and they're not afraid to uplift somebody in their circle. I know that is, I mean, these trolls. I'm sorry. It's like, it shows like a family unit, like, and they're more than just a business. Does that make sense? Like, I really do love that. That is just I don't know. I really like that. And they have a thing on Wednesdays. I think it's on Wednesdays. It's usually Jess and her mom, and they talk about new patterns that are coming out, new vinyls are coming out. And if you go on there and you watch it, it's not a very long segment. I think they keep it like 20 to 30 minutes. If you watch to the end, they'll say a color or some kind of code word. And if you put the code word in, they do a random drawing for a person to get like a $25 or $30 gift card. It's pretty cool. And they also tell you like what is on sale this week. Definitely definitely give it a go if you've been wanting to try different things from Sally Tomato and you want to know what sales are on, and then get to see things ahead of time, like in person where someone's like modeling it, like this is the pattern, and you're not just seeing it, you know, on the screen. Like you get to see up against someone's body, and like they're opening up pockets and whatever. I think that's a really like awesome thing to do because sometimes only seeing it on the computer screen, you can it can get confusing. Like I like kind of like when I love when Lauren shows like, okay, this is what's coming out this week, this pen, and like versus just showing it on the screen where the pen, my screen might be darker and I'm like, oh, this is like beige or purple, and it really is pink, versus when she's showing it on YouTube Live, this is coming out on the 10th, and she's like holding it, I can get a better idea of what the color is, what how like just like how long it is, everything. I love when people do things live because I have a better idea of what the item really looks like. So I appreciate those so much. I know it takes more time out of their day, and they don't have to do it, but I definitely want them to know I 100% appreciate those. Um oh, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, their new pattern. It's a messenger bag, and you know how I feel about messenger bags. I'm here for it. So, the only thing I wish they would do with these, hear me out. If Sally Tomato, if you're watching, this is the only thing I wish. I wish that with the Christmas box, that there was like a code that you would give us, so that when this does come out for the rest of the population, like you put it on the back of here or something, that if we want to use it to have as a PDF, that we could put the PDF in our cart, use the code, and have it for free, versus having just the paper one. Because the only thing with the paper one is like if there's a flooding in someone's basement, like I've had that twice, I'm just going to use me. There's a flooding and this gets lost and it's damaged, I don't have the pattern anymore. And I'm not that person that'll be like, hey, I had a flooding, can I get the pattern again? I'm not that person. And kudos to the people that can't speak up like that. It's not me. So I wish that they would give you like the paper pattern with it. And I understand they may not have it on their website, but maybe just like a special code or something, or when it comes out, just email all the people that bought the box and say, hey, you guys don't have to buy the paper pattern. We know that you bought the advent calendar for 2025. Here's the code. Just put it in your cart. Do it. Like, that's the only thing I ask, because the advent calendar does cost a pretty penny. And yeah, that's all I'm saying. Thank you. Yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So we got a cute bag on the advent calendar, questionable bird looking like he's scared for his life, where you try to figure out a day in the life of a troll. If a troll wants to talk to me, you can always message me and we can have a conversation. So, um, and I will be talking to my Patreon peeps. And then Wednesday, there's a lot of things happening. Possibly a new pattern from Aura Rosa, new video drop from me. The 10th, we have the class from for Sew Whatever Studio, as well as the sew. Me and Kathy doing a sew along for my favorite wristlet from Jolie Lee Creation. So if you don't have the Jolie Lee, definitely get it. It's a fast sew, and come prepared, and we all can sew along and have some Christmas cheer. All right. So I hope everyone has a really great day, and I will see you tomorrow on the 9th.